Hey everybody, it's Columbine Portrait yet again. I know I posted another video last night actually, which we will get to that in a minute, but look who I have back on my channel with me, Miss Felicia Day.
Hello.
Yes, she's not in drag yet. We're working on that. I'm not in full drag, but
You still
I don't
look good.
give a shit.
She's
I look
rocking
good.
it.
I want to address, before I actually get to the actual point of this video, the video that I made last night with the hashtag proud to be. First of all, I've never had a video blow up like that with over 100 views, and the comments, some of them, very few of which, unfortunately, but some were positive. I appreciate that, you guys. Like, it makes me feel good. Second of all, I'm going to address this. Okay, I was not drunk in the video. The drink that you did see in the video was Gatorade. No shade, no lie. Because you would know if I was drunk.
Oh, yeah.
You would. This one knows. But no. And then I had somebody get pissed because, oh, you're spending all my money on getting drunk and makeup and wigs. Do you even work? Okay, for one, it's none of your business if I work or not.
Damn straight.
None of your fucking business. For two, no, the majority of the makeup that I have, like, has been given to me. Like, I've only bought about, with my own money, I've only bought about 5 or 6 of the things that I own with makeup, with my money. Other than that, it's all been given to me. This is one of the things I bought on my own. 1 out of like 6 that I bought on my own. And no, I didn't guilt trip anybody. They were just happy enough to give me makeup or buy it for me. And the wigs, this is the only one that I've bought. The other wig that I own was actually, again, given to me by my drag sister. So those of you who think I'm a greedy little bitch, sorry to disappoint you, I'm not. And those of you who comment on my weight, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a little bit bigger girl. I'm not a fucking supermodel skinny, although sometimes I wish I was. But we all have fantasies like that. I mean, in a different way, we all have our own fantasies. I'm pretty sure if I asked this one,
Oh,
she
yeah.
could tell me.
Yep, everybody's got
different.
their insecurities. Things they wish they could change, but can't. So, that's life. Everybody's got them.
Yeah, and this one loves me for who I am.
Of course I do, baby.
And I am not using drag to hide behind as a coping mechanism. That is so wrong. I don't know where you guys are getting it from, but it's wrong. Like, I am not the typical go-to definition of a drag queen, like this one would be. But there are bio or faux queens out there, which basically, to put it in simple, for those of you who don't want to understand, or period, don't understand, that basically means instead of dressing up as the opposite gender, which for me would be a drag king,
Yeah.
dressing up as the opposite gender is the typical definition. Instead of doing that, a faux queen or bio queen, such as myself, and I am not the only one out there, I actually do know a couple. And I also know a couple that don't fit into just being a plain labeled drag queen. I actually have a friend who is a trans lesbian drag queen. And I'm not going to get into that explanation, but that's just showing you that the drag queen go-to definition isn't the only one that exists anymore. And I get it, some of you might just be jealous, but I am proud to be who I am. I respect everybody who have their own opinions about religion and such. But please don't tell me what I need to do, especially in comments where you say, oh, marry a white Christian man, lose some weight, and just marry a white Christian man before the Muslims become a threat and decide to fucking kill us all. My life is not going to determine whether anybody kills anybody. It's just up to basically the universe, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And I had an interesting conversation today before I get into why I'm really making this video. But this is my channel, so I can do what the fuck I want. And just so you guys know, it may sound like I'm drunk. I do have a tiny speech impediment. That's not as bad as it used to be. But it is due to my cerebral palsy, which causes me to be bound into a wheelchair. But I'm working on changing that, so don't judge me. If you don't like what I have to say on my channel, just click away. Bye. I don't need your hate. I'm just trying to spread love and be truthful to who I am and have been my entire life. I just couldn't show it until now. And this one knows it was quite a struggle.
Yes.
For me, I think they knew when they first met me that I wasn't straight. I think you could tell when you first met me.
It was a little apparent, so.
It was.
A little apparent.
And then I finally came out how many months later?
5, 6 maybe.
We met in August and I came out in February. And it was apparent to this one. It was also apparent to one of my other friends who I talked to last night. You know who you are. I love you. But I had a really interesting conversation with my stepmother today that went like I expected it was gonna go, actually. I just had to kind of keep myself from busting up laughing most of the time. And this one knows why. I just got preached at a lot about how I'm not bisexual and like being bisexual is a sin and all that shit. And I'm just like, okay, I'm done with that. And she tried to tell me that the reason that I'm sinning is because of my asshole of a father's sin, which was abusing the hell out of me. Thank God I'm out of there. My drag family, you guys know I love you. You guys are the family that I now have that I never had, that I always asked for growing up. Because you guys are very supportive and I love it. But please, guys, if you have hateful comments, yeah, you can leave them there. But don't expect me to just bow down and change my ways. Or just take it. I'm going to respond to you most likely. And if I do, I'm going to be truthfully honest. I've grown up around a drunk, so you don't know what a drunk is like. And also to the people who defended me, but slightly offended me at the same time. Which, water off a duck's back, I don't give a shit. because I handle it. I am mentally all there. I am mentally sound. Why would I be making these videos if I'm not? And to the person who told me, you know, she's not a drag queen. She only is with those people because they're like the only ones who accept her and she's lonely. Thank you for trying to defend me against the negative haters. But, you know, it's not. I'm mentally there. I know my choices. I'm proud of my choices. Which is kind of what this video is about, actually. One of the recent choices I made. And I'm very happy with it. Among other ones I will talk about in later videos. But the most recent choice I've made, this one was with me when I actually made that choice. Like I had originally made the choice a while back, but they were with me when I decided to go do it. So, I don't know, as y'all know, I do have a septum piercing now. I don't know if you guys can actually see this because the lighting is so weird. But it is right in the center. Right in the center. You can kind of see it. If you see a little ball, that's part of the septum ring. But I wanted to do this and I was going to go do it with a couple of my drag sisters. Unfortunately, plans kind of fell through because of work and such. And life in general.
Yeah.
But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. Granted, I wish they would have gone with me and our plan would have worked, but that's just life. They were with me in spirit for sure. But I texted this one when I knew they were gonna come over, and I'm like, when you get over here, we are going to Apex and doing this. And I get a lot of people asking me, well, was it really painful? To me, no, it wasn't very painful. I mean, it pinched and stung a little bit. Because if y'all don't know this, your septum is like one of the thickest areas of your nose. And when they do the piercing, the particular place I went to, you don't use clamps. You just have a hollow tube and a needle straight through. Sometimes not because of a bad reason or a purposeful error, but sometimes they have to do it twice. Which he did have to with me. It pierced through the first time, but we needed to kind of stretch the hole a little bit to fit the jewelry and make sure it was straight. And so we did. The only thing I will say that was quite annoying going through the process was the fact that, well, for one, your sinuses are really, really connected. They are. Everything's connected here throughout the face. And so with that, your eyes water like a bitch. Like, I had like waterfalls coming out of my eyes for a solid minute.
You did.
But my advice, like, I love getting piercings and stuff, but like, I'm one of those, I love it, I'll do it, but I can't look at the needle. I cannot look at the needle. So I shut my eyes. And it does help. I'm not a sissy by any means. Otherwise, I would not have done it, period. Because most of you know I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and it's not fun. And I hate needles except for the needles that I want. I.e. my tattoo, which I have on my shoulder, which one of these days you guys will eventually see. Maybe if we make a video tomorrow, maybe I will show it. If this one and I decide that's what we want to do.
Right.
Because tomorrow's Friday and this one stays the night with me. I love it. And we do drag practice, so yeah. I'm teaching this one the ways. And I'm still learning too. I'm a young drag protege. But nothing's impossible because one of my drag sisters, who I absolutely love, they are only 23. And they've been doing drag for 8 years, so you guys do the math. We can be very young and talented. I'm just starting out, but I've learned a lot. And I still have a long way to go. But I don't care. And before you guys freak out on me again for spending money, I do have an outfit in the process that one of my girls is making me. Custom made outfits. I love you for that. You know who you are. It's awesome. And no, drag is just a way for me, since I am often outspoken a lot because I am disabled. Which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but whatever. That's the way society rolls, whatever. I'm not gonna let it stop me. Since I am outspoken, I'm doing the drag because it allows me to have a voice and be comfortable with who I am. And this one has seen that change in me. We've almost known each other a year come this August. Holy shit! Can you believe that?
I can't believe that. It's crazy.
And
So
this
crazy.
one has seen a big change in me.
Oh yeah.
Since I started doing drag, and it's like, alright, they see how much happier I am. And it's very important to me to do this and kind of get myself out there. Because I really was kind of a timid girl. I really was.
Yeah, you were.
And, you know, I'm expressing myself.
And then drag happened.
Yes. And then, actually, and then Mama Stella happened, and then,
Can't forget Mama Stella.
and then drag happened.
Shout out to Mama Stella.
Yes, love
We're
you.
thinking about ya.
But you need to come over to my house soon, like really. And this one wants to meet you.
Yeah.
So you need to get over here. And plus we need to work on our routine that we have not started yet. Shame on us. But life happens, so it's like, okay, whatever. But I have had this septum piercing for officially 2 weeks. I love it. I love it.
Looks good.
Eamon did a wonderful job. I recommend that you go to him for any and all piercings. He was actually recommended to me by my drag sister, who was the original one to have the septum piercing, and then she was going to take me and my other drag sister. But we all have piercings now. Not exact matching jewelry, but we all have matching piercings. And I absolutely love this. Granted, the only thing I will say is You don't realize how much your mouth is connected to your nose when you originally get it. The initial piercing. For a couple days, it's kind of hard to eat just because you move your mouth, your nose moves, and it's kind of sore. But like I've told people before, a little pain, that's kind of required for being a fierce drag queen. At least in my opinion. Little pain. Beauty is pain. And I can't wait to actually get some really colorful, blingy jewelry to put in this once it heals.
Eventually kiss the needle again.
I will again, yes. Whether it be a tattoo or a piercing, the next needle kissing, I have yet to decide. But I also want to put out there, I had somebody comment on my thing. Yeah, they said, you're gay. And I was like, yes, I'm bisexual. And I'm proud of it. Now, the Orlando shooting, some people think it was a really good thing. You all are entitled to your own opinion, but I don't think it should have happened. It was pure stupidity. But I love you guys, and you just keep spreading the love. Peace and blessings. Bye.